Count them out.
The Duke Blue Devils have an over-under win total of 6.5. This one's also a lot of Manny Diaz fans out there because this one's been getting hit over now at minus 196. That is up by more than 30 cents from where it was earlier in the offseason. Under at plus 158. We've got a new quarterback in Darian Mensah. We've got some turnover at the skill positions. Offensively and defensively, line of scrimmage should be like pretty solid. I think it's a good coaching staff. They did a good job in one-score games. But are you sensing regression there? You're not going to go 5-1 in one-score games. Schedule's a little bit more difficult. What are we going to do with a group that won 9 a year ago?
Chip, I actually agree with the move here. I'm going to go ahead and lay the price if forced to at this number and go ahead and take the over. Illinois is obviously a difficult game. At Tulane won't be a walkover. But I have Duke favored over NC State at home. Right? I have Duke favored on the road at Syracuse. I'm not really a big believer in Syracuse. At Cal, you got to have that one to go over here. You get Georgia Tech at home, which is kind of nice. Not that Duke has a great home field advantage, but I'd rather play Duke at home or Georgia Tech at home than have to go there. I like that one of their conference road games is Clemson because it gives me an opportunity to have a more winnable game at home. Mm-hmm. I don't love a non-conference November road trip at UConn. That I definitely don't like. But I think the finish here for a league in which a lot of teams don't have depth, or at least not good depth, in my opinion, finishing host Virginia at UNC, which is not a super hard trip to make, and then host Wake is about as pillow soft as you can possibly have. So I do like Duke over here.
This win total is disrespectful
to Duke.
This win total does not pay any attention to what's happened. Duke has won at least 7 games in the regular season for 3 straight years now. And you're setting it at 6.5. They should be a 7.5 team. This is just who the program is. Yeah, I'm over. The price on it is kind of ridiculous to me at this point. So, but just regardless of the juice, I'm over. I think Mensah is an upgrade over what Murphy was last year. They get most of their offensive line back. Manny Diaz is still running that defense, and they have a legitimately good secondary. It is not just a, hey, we play a system and it works. No, they have legitimately talented guys in their secondary. I look at the schedule. I think, I don't earmuffs, but I think they can beat Illinois at home. I don't think Illinois is just going to waltz there and beat them. That's a really good team they're facing. Tulane on the road is tough, but they literally stole Tulane's quarterback. They weakened one of their non-conference opponents in the offseason. I think that's a win. In conference play, Syracuse on the road won't be easy, but they can win it. Cal on the road, we've discussed. I think they can win that game. Clemson, they're not going to win. You don't want to just walk into Jim Mora's house and expect to win, right. But I think they can win the game. Go into that sissy North Carolina blue. They can take down the Tar Heels. I don't know, man. This is like a 7-5, 8-4 team to me. Depending on how the non-con goes, I like the over here.
They're going to start 3-0 as long as they don't slip up against Elon. No, I'm with you guys. I'm a believer in this team is starting to become, it's funny. Saw some people there saying Duke's not committed to football. It's a basketball school. Darian Mensah did not come cheap. I think it's a great time when you had Malik Murphy play pretty good, not great, and they were willing to pass on from him and go get a quarterback who I think does give them another dimension. I think this team is over all day.
Yeah. Maybe flirt with a little 8+.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. This blew my mind. So Manny was saying recently, he was talking about the student body. So if you are a senior right now, if you're preparing for your senior year at Duke, you've seen 26 wins in the last 3 years. You've stormed the field.
You're 14-10 in ACC play.
Your expectation as a community, as a student body, is winning football. I mean, they have a ton of continuity. Yeah, they spend to get Darian Mensah, but they also spend to make sure that they're able to keep groups together and be able to build year over year. I'm over all day. I'm flirting with a little 8+. And Bud, I like what you mentioned about the way the schedule shakes out, where as long as they can be healthy, they can roll. They can take a season where they're kind of flirting with a 500 record or maybe be a little bit below 500 and just start rolling up wins. Now, this is tricky. Now, just imagine you're home against NC State, you fly all the way up to Syracuse, you come back home, then you've got to go all the way out to Berkeley. Now, you've got a break on the other side of it, but that's still one little travel wrinkle that might be a little bit difficult. But that's not enough to throw me off from what I think is going to be a really, really solid team here in year 2 for Manny Diaz. So, yeah, give me also on the over and maybe flirting with a little 8+, 8-4, because that seems way more likely than 6-6, at least to me, looking at this schedule.